Hello viewers, this is Peter the Rock. It's a Friday. I'm by a busy road and I'm on the edge of Uxbridge. Uxbridge, which itself is on the edge of Middlesex, which itself is on the edge of London. Couldn't get much further west than this. And I want to show you mostly this river. This is the River Frays. Hasn't always been here. You see some greenery down there. And that bridge is evocative of a famous painting or series of paintings by an artist whose name I can't remember. There's a big red bus. We're going to go for a short walk and see one or two interesting features. Let's go across the bridge. Lovely bridge. Nice old wooden bridge. And there are some ducks in the river. What more could you ask? Anyway, the River Frays hasn't always existed. Isn't that odd, I hear you ask? It was created a long time ago, I would say in the 1800s, as an offshoot of the River Colne. You may have seen the River Colne briefly in my finding a new route north video. Anyway, it was created as an offshoot from the Colne to feed some water mills, because there was a bit of industry going on. You might have heard of it, the Industrial Revolution. I think they gave it a name. I don't know whether they gave it a name at the time or a bit afterwards. Very grandiose. Anyway, this river is quite big and quite broad. It's almost bigger than the Colne. Superseded its parent. There's a lovely little duck over there, and it's just a kind of a diversion from the Colne to feed the water mills, which no longer exist. Isn't that a great view? Lovely tree-lined view of the river. This little path is pretty much unknown. Sometimes people use it, but it's going to lead us to a new geographical feature. Well, not new, one you've seen before. Can you guess what it is yet? I bet you can. Anyway, we're just about there, and the path comes out into, yes, you've guessed it, a park. A big, beautiful park. This park has a rather sort of ugly name. It's called Rockingham Wreck. Don't like having things called wreck because people don't know how to spell it. But as you can see, it's pretty big. And it's very near the centre of Uxbridge, on the western edge of London. Only a few hundred yards from Buckinghamshire. It's a nice park. It's used by people playing football often. There's a little wall over there where you can play cricket against. And some marvellous weeping willow trees. The size of it, people ask me, how big are your parks? Well, they don't ask me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I think it's about 250 yards across, over to there, and about 400 yards long. Now, if you multiply those two numbers together, you get 100,000 square yards. It's impressive, isn't it? Please check my arithmetic, but an acre when I was at school was 4,840 square yards. So you divide 4,840 into 100,000 and you get just over 20. So you are now looking at 20 acres at a glance. Never say you don't get value for money from Peter the Rock, which actually costs you nothing, costs me nothing, and I don't make any money out of it. But it's a nice park. It's maintained regularly by the council, I suppose. And I've never seen a cricket match here, but I've seen lots of football matches. Unfortunately, not today. What a surprise that is. You know me and catching sporting fixtures. Anyway, that's the River Frays running by a park on a nice day. Thank you for watching.